So let's run a lap or two out here so you can see exactly how it drives. And the one cool thing about this, I will say, is there's a knob under at the bottom you can see here, so that if you want to adjust the tilt, how this tilts up or down, you have the capability of doing so. So it's really easy to adjust once you get it out the box. Getting it out the box is quite easy. It pretty much comes assembled, and there's not much you really have to do. There's a few bolts you have to put in place for a few items, but nothing major, nothing that's going to take all of your time. I will say you will definitely want to tighten any screws uh, that are on it, just because I think one of the things they may do, and I'm not 100% positive, but one of the things they may do is just keep things loose so you can get things apart, because it comes well packaged. It's got styrofoam everywhere, um, ready for you to go ahead and take it out the box. It's packed well, no scratches, no dings. The box was kind of damaged. It was a box within a box, so it took some damage coming from the delivery company. But again, it probably got jostled around and tossed around, so there was holes in the outer box. But the inner box was pretty much well kept together. Now that we're driving with it, I will say, like, if I had to have a basic setup, this is not bad. If you're using an 8 Newton meter or less, I think you're going to be fine. If you're using 9 and 10, I think you're going to be fine as well. Once you get past that range, I think it may be a little more wobbly. As you can see, it definitely does move. This isn't meant to be an 80/20 profile, right? But to be honest, it probably moves no different than your actual car. As you know, sim racers have to have very little to zero wiggle. But no, it will move a little. And again, depending on how high you run the force feedback on any wheelbase will determine how much it does shake. But I'll be honest, like, it's not something that's going to throw you off. As you can see, I'm running laps here, and if this was my only daily rig, I'd get used to it, and I'm pretty sure I could be rather quick. The pedals do again slide forward and back, so it does give you that adjustability. The seat does go lower from its standard position that I'm sitting in now. And when I say lower, meaning again, you can adjust the arms on the side to make it sit back further. You can take the legs, and by tilting it forward, you can make the legs a little bit wider so the seat sits a little bit lower to the ground. Um, and you can, you know, bring the legs together so that you sit taller and higher up in a more GT seated position. You do also have the ability to, with the seats, so this seat cushion is velcroed on the back. And I'll say, like I said, it's quite comfy. I can feel the support actually in my lower back, which is, I think, most seats should have a problem with. With that being said, the straps in the back are just Velcro. And it's attached in multiple different areas. So the cool thing is you can take this off and then when you got it dirty and wash it, to be honest. Um, but with that being said, the cool thing is because it has those Velcro straps, you can actually loosen them up if you're much taller than me and you're just needing to sit a little bit lower in the seat. So you can do that, um, which I think is quite easy. But overall, I mean, I think it's a very basic, simple setup. It's a tube design. Things lock into place quite easily. Like I said, there's not many things you have to screw in outside of your pedals, screw on your wheelbase, put your wheel on, and pretty much drive. Hey, what's up, guys? So as you can see here, we've done some racing with it. Now we've got the GT Racing Challenger uh, Pro Cockpit uh, on the sit stand desk. What we're going to do is just basically conclude this by saying this is a very good entry level seat. If you're looking for something that's compact, foldable, that you can attach all of your accessories to, and by all, I mean very minimal, because this is a simple and entry level cockpit, but it's something that I think will work for most people who are running on a Logitech G29. You may be running a Moza R5 or R9, a CSLDD, some sort of Thrustmaster setup, a SimMagic Alpha Mini. This is really going to work for those very small and easy to use wheelbases and cockpits. It comes with all the stuff you see here. It comes with the pedal tray that, again, you simply turn these dials here
to slide it out further once you sit in the seat, and then you tighten it down. Again, it's a very thin piece of sheet metal that's here, so I would say be careful with what type of pedals you attach to this. You're not going to want to really run any load cells on this, and if you do, very basic, and you may want to reinforce it if you do, just because, as you know, load cells are significantly harder to press down on, but they are better for sim racing, and this can handle it if you set it up properly. Maybe you put it against the wall of some sort. You have the seat and the shift and everything here. What you simply do is, it comes with a piece of Velcro. You simply loosen it up here. And once you loosen it up, then you can go ahead and worry about expanding this. So what you do is you pull back on it, and if you lean it on its front leg, then you can slide it all the way back as far out as you want. So for the sake of my desk, I'm not going to slide it too far back, but as you can see here, now it's all set up, and I'll pull this a little bit forward. So like I said, these are what you use to slide it out. It comes with these hinges on here, so when you lock it up this way, you fold it up when you are done with the seat. Here is the tilt here. What you do is you simply loosen it here, and again, you tilt it to however you like. As I was saying, this has a ton of bolt patterns on it. If it has something that's a little bit smaller, I just simply drilled out for M8 bolts to fit the Fanatec CSL-DD. But again, if you're using like a Moza R9 or a SimMagic, it's going to have a different type of bolt that's attached to it. So this may work much easier for you. Underneath, you have a strap here for the bottom of the seat. That's simply going to loosen how far down you go into the seat versus how much higher up. Again, the tighter it is, I'll be honest, the better it feels. And again, this piece here where you have the shifter, you have this little rotating lock here. This is so you can get in and out of the seat. Again, very similar to a Next Level Racing, which I've used before. And again, works for most. You simply put it back out in here, you rotate it over, and then you rotate it facing this way so that it's not pressing against your leg. So that's pretty simple there. As far as the locks on the side, they simply, as we said, you pull them out on the side, you spin it to rotate it, and then that will cover how far forward this seat will tilt forward or back. And again, there are straps on the back here. Again, you loosen those to make the seat sink in a little bit more, or you raise it to have it raise a little bit higher. So it's a very comfortable piece of cloth, and because you're kind of sitting on ear, it form fits to you very well. It's very comfortable. I don't have any issues with it. Again, it's a very simple setup, so don't expect to have the very sturdy of aluminum profile rig. This is for, again, your basic setups. You want to roll it out and get everything attached, get in front of your TV and race. Maybe you're going to use it in some other way, but again, it's very simple. I would say reinforce this if you're going to run load cells. I will tell GT Racing, I think what they need to do is these brackets down here that we took a photo of, they can slide out if you are using a load cell, so you're going to have to reinforce this with something, just wrap something around it. I will recommend to them that I think they need to make this, I know that they made it so you can remove it, but it needs to be something that wraps completely around, because if you attach a load cell to it, it will slide off. So I used it without a load cell, without a very hard spring on it, and it was fine. I was using a potentiometer brake and throttle, but if you're using something harder, then yeah, you will have an issue with that. But overall, again, very simple, very easy to use. I don't have any complaints. I could recommend it to anybody. In fact, I do have an affiliate link down below. They will give you a percentage off for your purchase, which I will highlight above me on the right. But again, check it out. It's very simple, came packaged, came very quick. Their Black Friday sale is coming up, and I think you'll enjoy it. If you enjoy my content, if you enjoy my channel, go ahead, thumbs up, notifications on, subscribe to the channel, and I will talk to you later. Peace.